racing against death, hunting wild hogs, or being hunted. Every year, fertile fields turn into battlefields. An unstoppable invader with no borders relentlessly destroys the livelihoods of thousands of families. They are wild hogs. When traditional methods no longer hold them back, we have to change the game. Join us as we take to the skies and embark on a mission to reclaim peace from above. When the ground is no longer an advantage, we have to change our tactics. From the air, the fields become a strategic chessboard, and we are the ones in control.
I think you're gonna like this one, and I like that vibration. Woo, baby!
Gliding over the freshly harvested fields, the helicopter gave us an incredible advantage in reaching our target. The gun barrel locked onto a moving shadow, and with just one quick shot, it dropped into the swirling dust. Thanks to the suppressor, the sound was almost completely muffled, causing no alarm to nearby animals. The first victory from the eyes of the Sky King. Quite a sight to behold, isn't it?
I don't think they're gonna all come back together though. Let's keep them going that way because they're gonna split a shitload of them. They turn it. Every time you do it, they do right. Cricket, these big ones, these small ones are gonna stay where they are.
One at a time, Jimmy.
The advantage from above allowed us to carry out a full-scale chase. No hesitation, only precise volleys of fire unleashed with the determination to wipe out all three threats until no shadow moved across the field. The sky is our domain. The ground is their grave.
They're turning. Every time you do it, they do right. Yeah, but those back there are gonna stop. That's what I don't want to do. Come back. I got it.
Hey, anyone you want, pick it. Smoke's the next.
Over the dry, burnt grasslands, our helicopter was like a hawk hunting its prey. The pilot skillfully lowered the chopper, forcing the wild hog into a predictable path, giving Finn the perfect shot to send the intruder on its way. The pilot guides, the shooter strikes, leaving the fields forever green. What do you think? Was our teamwork smooth enough? The advantage from the sky is undeniable, but when the enemy hides, we have to return to the ground, where traditional tactics, patience, and courage take center stage. Hidden behind the tall reeds, he patiently waited for the signal. When the hunting dog's urgent barks echoed, Kevin knew the prey was being driven straight into his position. The moment it burst through the curtain of grass, charging past at close range, his rifle barrel instantly neutralized the target with a single shot. It ran on wild survival instinct, but we won with a well-planned strategy.
Dur abi bekle. Çekiyor.
The situation on this side was just as tense as it wrong bow string. The signals from the pack of hunting dogs were clear. The target was holed up behind the reeds, but James was ready for anything. When the wild hog suddenly broke through the defense line and charged straight at him, a split-second shot stopped the deadly threat. He breathed a sigh of relief after narrowly escaping death. The perfect coordination between the hunting dogs and his skill outpaced time itself. Just 1 second slower, and it might have been him lying there instead. The final tracks led me into a cornfield where visibility was completely cut off. My ears strained to catch the dog's signals marking the prey's location. Suddenly, a shadow tore through the corn stalks, charging straight at me with intent to attack. Immediately, a shot rang out, ending the threat on the spot. It chose the green corn as its refuge, and I turned that place into its deep grave. The sun sets and the rotor blades of the Robinson R-44 helicopter fell silent, returning calm to the fields. I sat in the cockpit, scrolling through the day's moments on the iPhone 16 Pro screen. Each image was not just a victory, but a statement. This land is safer now. Our mission is measured not by numbers, but by the full harvest to come and the peaceful nights of the farmers. We are also grateful for the cooperation and support from the local people and authorities who helped our hunting team complete the mission successfully. Thank you to all of you who have followed us along the way.
Wild boars, bloodthirsty beasts, tear through crops, attack livestock, threaten lives, and cause millions of dollars in damage each year. Hunting them from helicopters is the only way to track these elusive creatures through rugged terrain where no man can easily reach. In the sky, only skill, nerve, and pinpoint accuracy determine who survives. Do we have what it takes to bring these monsters down from above? The helicopters roared into the sky, shattering the usual calm. Within minutes, the chaos on the ground came into sharp view, plowed up fields, torn earth, and destruction everywhere. There they were, a herd of wild boars slowly foraging near the edge of the field. The pilot immediately dropped altitude, bringing the chopper low over the ground, clearing the path for us to begin the chase. Mark didn't hesitate. He aimed carefully and pulled the trigger. Gunfire rang out in rapid bursts, sweeping from the outer edge deep into the center of the herd. In an instant, boars dropped one after another, their bodies scattered across the field. At the same time, Leon's helicopter was circling above, scanning for signs of movement below. The roar of the chopper echoed across the sky as the massive herd of wild boars below scattered in frenzy, panicked and desperate to escape. Inside the cabin, Leon gripped his rifle tightly, eyes locked onto the fleeing boars amid the chaos. He steadied his breath, aimed swiftly, and pulled the trigger. Gunfire thundered across the field, bullets tearing through the soil. The Boars were fast, but Leon was relentless. He pursued them to the end, bringing down each one with unwavering precision. My team and I quickly moved toward the open field nearby. This time, I was in charge of taking down the wild boars. The pilot steered the helicopter closer, giving me a clear shot at the targets. I gripped my rifle tightly and fired repeatedly. Gunshots rang out as the Boars dropped one after another. This was a no-mercy pursuit, swift, ruthless, and precise. Out on a lush green field, the wild boars began their rampage once again. We quickly maneuvered the helicopter into position, ready for an intense sweep. The aircraft closed in, steadily narrowing the distance to the targets. But the Boars were cunning. They kept shifting direction, making it difficult to get a clean shot. Still, our marksmen were unfazed. They dealt with this kind of trickery before. Working closely with the pilot, we closed in. Gunfire erupted in rapid bursts. Within minutes, the wild boars had fallen, putting an end to the destruction of the field. There, a herd of wild boars had gathered below, as usual. We moved in closer, the roar of the rotor echoing across the sky. Startled, the boars scattered in panic, trying to flee. But we gave them no chance to escape. Closing in fast, we opened fire. The shots rang out in quick, decisive bursts, no hesitation. Within minutes, the boars lay motionless across the freshly harvested field. The helicopter veered in, closing the distance to give us a clear shot. Within minutes, gunfire erupted, echoing through the sky. Everywhere we flew, the only thing left behind were motionless bodies of them. High above Texas, I'm chasing down a beast, a wild hog sprinting like the wind, trying to slip out of my sights. These monsters have ravaged fields, threatened livestock, and now it's time to put an end to it. But from a helicopter, one bad shot, and it's all over. This isn't a game, it's a war. Do you have what it takes to face a herd of wild beasts? Watch to the end to see how I take them down. Hit like now and subscribe so you won't miss a single shot. Wild hogs aren't your average prey. These are 400-pound wrecking machines, running at 30 miles per hour with tusks sharp enough to rip through anything. In Texas, they destroy crops, attack livestock, even pose a threat to humans. Every year, they cause over $2.5 billion in damage across the U.S. hunting them on foot. Too slow, too dangerous. That's why I'm up here in the chopper, rifle in hand. Clear skies, steady wind. Perfect weather to hunt monsters from the sky. There, a hog hiding in the tall grass just gave itself away. It bolts as the chopper roars overhead. I raise my rifle and lock it. Boom! It drops instantly. Not far off, fresh tracks. Another one's trying to make a run for it. Another shot, another takedown. No escape this time. We push forward, flying the chopper toward more dense brush. Tracks are fresh, they're close. There they are. The sound of the rotor sends them scattering. They know danger. Gunfire rips through the air. I won't let these pests get away to destroy more. One by one, they fall. The fields and bushes now littered with hog carcasses. Our helicopter moved on to a vast open field, one of the hog's favorite targets. These wild beasts roamed without fear, tearing through everything in their path until they heard the chopper. Then chaos broke loose. They scattered in panic, but we were locked in, relentless. We closed in, tracking each one down. Gunfire erupted nonstop. Every bullet hit its mark. One by one, they dropped. Their bodies lay scattered across the field. Hunting isn't sport, it's war. These monsters destroy crops, cost billions in damage, threaten livestock, and even put human lives at risk. From the sky, we fight back, protecting the land, saving farmers' livelihoods, and restoring balance to nature. Under the clear blue sky and blazing sunlight, it was the perfect day to hunt down these beasts. The wild hogs panicked and scattered below, but they couldn't escape our sights. The helicopter dipped low, rifles ready. open bay, we struck like steel hunters. Gunfire erupted in rapid bursts. Each shot nailed its mark, one by one, as the hogs ran in chaos. Every pull of the trigger meant another beast down. The evening sun was fading fast, and we had to take down the last one. The remaining hogs were trying to slip through the brush, hiding deep beneath the trees. I squeezed the trigger, firing rapidly in the direction they ran. One went down, the others bolted. They were fast, but not fast enough. The helicopter dropped, sweeping over every patch of cover. From up here, no trail could stay hidden. We tracked them, locked in, and fired relentlessly to finish the job. This past holiday, I had the chance to experience something unforgettable with fellow hunting enthusiasts, an intense wild boar hunt from helicopter. It was a thrilling and high-impact way to control the rising wild boar population. Now, buckle up and join us on this adrenaline-filled journey. With the afternoon sun still blazing overhead, our helicopter sliced through the wind as we flew over the forest, ready to confront the boars head-on. The thick canopy below might have seemed like a safe hiding place for them, but they were wrong. From above, we had a clear view of every movement. As soon as we spotted a target, my buddy tilted the chopper to give us the perfect firing angle. In that split second, the hunt was on, gunshots erupted like thunder, and bullets zipped through the air, chasing after the panicked animals. No matter how fast they were, against seasoned hunters like us, escape was impossible. The herd split up, scattering in all directions. The pilot skillfully dropped altitude, closing in on the boars below. The wind whipped at our faces, but we kept our aim steady. Eyes locked through the scope, I squeezed the trigger. A burst of shots cracked the air, sparks flying from the barrel as bullets chased shadows across the ground. Several boars went down instantly. Others were only grazed, bolting deeper into the trees in fear. We didn't let them out of our sight. The helicopter veered sharply to flank them. The chase wasn't over. Gunfire still echoed wildly through the chaos below. Hunting wild boars from the sky delivers a whole new level of intensity. Faster pace, more pressure, and razor-sharp focus. Unlike hunting on foot, the aerial perspective lets you spot and track boars hidden in tough terrain with ease. This isn't just for sport either. It's a necessary method of population control. In Texas alone, feral hogs now number over 2.6 million, causing more than $2.5 billion in annual damage. They destroy crops, spread disease, and threaten entire ecosystems. That's why helicopter hunting is a fast, efficient way to manage their numbers in heavily affected areas. With that mission in mind, we kept circling the area. Just 5 minutes later, we spotted another group. We quickly locked in our sights. The gun kicked hard as I opened fire. A few boars staggered and dropped after being hit. Though the tension was high, we kept our cool, switching targets fluidly. Every shot echoed through the open air, marking another heartbeat in this fierce airborne pursuit. After the latest volley, the boars scattered again, darting across a nearby field. Our pilot leaned into a sharp turn, chasing down the largest group and holding the helicopter steady so we could aim. I didn't hesitate, squeezed the trigger. Rounds exploded through the dust. The field was quickly littered with down hogs. Up above, our birds circled back again, ready for the next round of pursuit. Helicopter hunting demands seamless coordination between pilot and shooter. Just one misstep, 1 second of miscommunication, and the whole opportunity is lost. And never forget, safety always comes first. Respect nature, respect the danger. These animals may be wild, but they're clever, tenacious survivors. Wild hogs first appeared in Texas in the late 17th century, originally just a few stray animals. But over time, their numbers have exploded to over 2 million, causing more than $500 million in damage each year to agriculture and the environment. With the situation spiraling out of control, Texas authorities have taken drastic action, organizing helicopter hog hunts turning the skies into a battlefield against these destructive beasts. We lifted off right as the clock struck 4 p.m. The helicopters soared into the sky, marking the beginning of our battle against the wild hogs. Look over there. Isn't that a massive herd of hogs? They're everywhere. I quickly loaded my rifle, held it steady, and began to take aim. The roar of the engine blended with the rapid-fire gunshots. With my opening volley, I landed a clean hit. The rest of the herd scattered in panic at the sound of gunfire, but we immediately gave chase, closed in fast, and opened fire. Within seconds, several more hogs were down. In another part of the sky, Neil's chopper was circling above the fields, scanning for me. With years of hunting under his belt, Neil had no trouble locking onto targets and taking them down with precision as soon as they entered his sights. Our team pushed onward toward a wide, open grassland. This time, Ralph was the shooter. The helicopter dropped to a lower altitude, giving us the perfect angle for a clean shot. Ralph steadied his aim and unleashed a barrage of bullets. Wherever we flew, hogs fell. The entire area turned into a relentless sweep, leaving no room for escape. What we really wanted was to find larger herds, since they cause the most destruction and reproduce at an alarming rate. After about 10 minutes of circling, we spotted the perfect target. We moved in swiftly. I didn't hesitate. I squeezed the trigger without delay. But with the constant vibration of the rotor, bullets sometimes veered off course. Often, we had to fire multiple times before finally bringing them down. The next morning, we were back in the air, ready to hunt again, this time with a new companion joining us. Our first destination was a stretch of land bordering the fields. It didn't take long before the first target revealed itself, a lone hog sprinting across open ground, but it couldn't outrun the hail of bullets raining down from above. It collapsed almost instantly. The helicopter pressed on steadily. This area wasn't dense enough for the hogs to hide, so no matter how fast they ran, there was no escaping their fate. Everyone stayed locked in and laser-focused, aiming and firing with deadly precision. In the blink of an eye, gunfire echoed across the sky, and the hogs dropped like flies, scattered across every stretch of land we passed. It was an inevitable fate for these invasive creatures, whose rampage has haunted this region for far too long. Hog after hog fell, so many that we lost count. But no matter how many we took down, it still felt like just a drop in the ocean compared to the explosive reproduction rate of this species.